Hey guys, my name is Confident. Welcome to the 24-minute lesson excerpt where I will be sharing with you some ideas, some methods, some strategies or concepts that you can incorporate as you prepare for your final exams, be it you're studying for your mathematics N1, your N2 or your N3. Now, if these videos are handy and you are benefiting from them, you can actually press the like button, or if you've got some ideas, you can leave some comments below. If you also like to be notified of extra videos every time we post them, you can subscribe to our channel and then you'll get some notification every time there are new videos. And also, if you are interested in some of our resources, be it textbooks and some videos, you can check this at the end of this video. We will send you some information. Now let's check this concept out. I got an overwhelming response from students whereby they asked me to solve another similar problem of solving such a multiplication or its division, or such a problem using logarithms. I shared one problem, if you can check it out, but now they gave me another one to say, can you please give us another example? So hence I am sharing this one again with you. It says use logarithms with base 10 to determine the value of x. Show all the calculations. So now when they are saying the value of x, so you are going to make this equal to x. So you can actually say this is x is equal to, so you make it equal to x. So now they are saying use logarithms. So we're going to use logs. If you don't use logs, they will penalize you. Remember, such a problem you can just use a calculator to find the answer, which we're going to do so that we know our final answer and then work towards that answer. Now it says with base 10 to determine the value of x, show all the calculations. So the key thing there is in showing all the calculations, and such a problem is about 5 marks in your exam. And now if I can take my calculator, and with the calculator I need to find the answer to this particular question. So it is very important for you to be able to enter this in the calculator. So I've got cube root. The calculator already has a cube root of 5,31, and then times 15,97, and then is divided by fifth root, which is shift. Then there is that where I can put the 5 now, and then it's 31,26. Now I'm getting to 3 decimal places. It is 13 or 13.996. That's my answer, 13.996. So now the whole idea is for me to work towards this particular answer. So this is our answer. Now we have to work towards this particular answer. And remember, they said I must use logarithms, and also I must show all the working into that. So now let us work towards that. So the first part is for me to introduce logs. So what I do is I'm going to say log x is equal to log, I also put log in everything there, 531 times 15.97 all over 31.26. So this is basically what I did. I just introduced the logarithm so that it becomes more like straight. I can actually have my equal sign there. So it's more like I'm saying log x is equal to, actually if I can write it well there, it's more like I'm saying log x is equal to log. Now as I said, you can put your base 10 there and I can put my base 10 there. It's still fine, but it's not a must for you to include base 10, because by default it is already in base 10. If you just say log x, it means you're already working with base 10. But maybe for argument's sake, let me just maintain my base 10 there. Now the next thing for me to do there is to now apply my laws of logarithms on the right hand side. So this is the side whereby I need to apply my laws of logarithms. Now let us study that part, because that is where most students were struggling. Now the first part is I'm having a multiplication sign here. So that is my first, number 1 is a multiplication sign, and number 2 is a division sign there. So that is what is actually happening, the multiplication sign and the division sign. Now if I can use the laws of logarithms, the common law number 1, it says if you are given log in base a of x plus log, actually if I just multiply it in the beginning, log base a of x times y, in this case, is given actually in your formula sheet, times y is equal to log in base a of x plus log in base a of y. So now where is the times and where is the link in this particular part? You can see the times, it is my times there, and then which means when it's like that, it will become this particular part, and then my x is that, and my y is the other version. Again, if I look at law number 2, law number 2 is the division one, whereby I'm looking at the division sign. It says log x over y is equal to, in base of a, it is equal to log in base of a of x minus log in base of a of y. So you can see again that the division sign is introducing now the negative sign, and I'm interested in writing it from that part. So with that in mind, I can then move on and say, simplifying it, I can then take it further to say now, if I'm given that log x, log in base 10 of x, base 10 of x is equal to, now I now apply my law, it will be log, the top part is a multiplication sign, it will be, maybe I need to also simplify the other part so that I don't just waste time. Let us simplify, before I go back to that, let us simplify a few things here so that it can also automatically make sense. So if I'm given cube root, in this case, of 531, this is the same as saying it will be like that. Now 531, there is a power 1, it is 1 over 3, and then you've got 531. That is actually what you're having. Now if you are given that, and again if you're given fifth root of 31.26, this is the same as saying like that, and it's 1 over 5, then you've got 31.26. I hope you're able to see that now, what it becomes. So I can write it then in that format, whereby I'm now expressing it already in terms of the fifth root and in terms of the cube root. So it will become log, the top part then will become in brackets, it will be 531 to the power 1 over 3. Now remember it was times, now I'm using this particular law, the first law that I did, it's in log base 10. In this case, I'm maintaining my base 10. I said you can write it like that. So it will be plus, according to the law, log base 10 of 15.97. And then remember the division sign became minus, which is log in base 10 of what? 31.26, everything to the power of 1/5. So basically this is what is happening whenever you are dealing with the logarithms. The next important thing to do now, if I can just write that, is for you now to apply again the laws of exponents, of logarithms, whereby this part, if I can just write that law, it says if you're given log in base of a of x to the power of m, this particular m, it drops and it becomes the number before the log, such that it will then become m log in base of a of x. I hope you can see that. So that's what actually I'm going to be using, whereby this 1/3 will drop to be the number before that log, such that it will be 1/3 log in base 10 of 531. I hope you understood that, plus log base 10 of 15.97 minus, using the same technique again, or the same law, that 1/5 will drop there, such that it will become minus 1/5 log base 10 of 31.26. Again, we continue, our left hand side does not change. Log base x is equal to, so it's 1/3, it's multiplying, or you can say times, is fine there, even if you put it times there. Now you need then at this point to take your calculator and write what is log 531, what is log 15.97, and what is log 31.26. So if I can do that, I will say log in base 10. As I said, you can actually forget about the base 10. 531, it is 2.7. if I can make it to 5 decimal places, it is 2.7251509 to 5 decimal places. The 4 there does not affect the 9, so it will be 2.72509. so that is that, and then plus, again I've got my log. As I said, you can put the log of base 10 as emphasis there to say log base 10, or you can use that log automatically. There is a base 10 there, which is 15.97. Automatically that is in base 10. I have got 1,203304. the 4 won't affect the 0, so if I round off to 5 decimal places, it's 1,20330. It's all right, and then minus 1/5. As I say, instead of a bracket, someone can choose to put a times. It's still the same thing. Then the last part will be log. As I said, you can choose to put that 10 or not put the 10. It will be the same answer. You can test it also while I'm working with your calculator. That one then becomes 1,49498. So now remember, my aim is to maintain it to 5 decimal places, so it will be 1,49498, and the 8 changes that 9 to become 10, we change that 4 to become 5, so it's 1,49498. 49. Okay, maybe also to show you a hint on how your calculator can actually be able to round for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to say shift setup, and then you see number 6 is fixed, so you press 6 there, and then I said 5 decimal places, you put a 5. So you see the calculator then is able to round for you 1,49499. That is to 5 decimal places that it does. It did for us 1,49499. It's 1,49499. Now when you have done that, the next thing is to then use again the calculator. Say log 10 of x is equal to, now you're going to use the calculator once now to find the final answer on the right hand side, which will be, in this case, is 1/3. You can put a times or you can put a bracket, 2,72509 plus 1,20330, and then minus 1/5. The bracket is the same as the times. Your answer will be the same, which is 1,49499. Now you can, as you can see, I can do that just to get my final answer is 1,81267. 81267. So now when I've done that, the next thing now is to move to the last step, whereby I am finding now my final answer. If I can use now a different pen to see how it goes about. So when you have done this, you are going to write now your x and say x is equal to, and then this particular 10 will become there as 10, and this particular number will become an exponent as 1,81267. So this is the major step that most of the students also get confused to say, from there what do I do? And then in this case we can move on and say, therefore our x is equal to, take again your calculator, and we are going to say 10 to the exponent 1,81267. Now you check with your answer, it's 64.96359. Now I say to 2 decimal places is 64,963, which is 964, because the 5 will affect the 3 to become a 4. Now again, you can try with your calculator to say shift setup, put a fix, which is 6, and then put the 4, put the 3, shift setup 6, put 3 decimal places. You can see now it's 64.964. Again, you say shift, press that mode setup, you say 6. Now fix means how many decimals you want to fix. I want to fix it to 3 decimal places, which is 64.964. 64.964. Now when I've done that, I have then to compare the answer that I'm getting here to the original answer that I got with the calculator, and see whether it matches. If it matches, it means my answer then is correct. So what was the original answer that I got? I got 13.966. Then in this case, it means the 2 answers are not matching. Now let me again take the calculator and check if ever I didn't make an error in this proving here. We said shift cube root of, okay, now I see where the error was made. The error was made in this case. I will actually maintain my error here. I know the question was 5.31, and you can see now I said 531, and now I was maintaining 531 all across. It was 531. So now if I can actually correct, if I can actually put 531 in my original instead of 5 comma, so I'll say 531, and then I'll say times, and then it will be 15.97 over shift, you put that fifth root of 31.26. Now let me see what answer I'm getting there is 64.964. Now 64.964. So here it will be, in this case here, 64.964. So I'm making another error there, pardon my errors, but so this was supposed to be the answer if instead I was given this as 531. Now because it is 5.31, that's why if it was 5.31, my answer then was going to be this one. But now, just because of time and just wanted to show you how what is important was, in this case, not the final answer but how you get to the final answer. I will encourage you now to work with a 5.31, going step by step, following all these stages. Whenever there is 531, you are putting 5.31, you will see that it will lead identically to the answer that we got, which won't be 64.964, but now it will be, in this case, 13.966. I know someone will argue and say, but you are now answering your own different question and you can't do that in an exam. The truth of the matter is you cannot do this in an exam. Hence, it is important first of all to check or to work towards your final answer. So what do you do now when you find that in your final exam you got a different answer? It means you have to identify where did you make the error. Just like now, when I compared my final answer with the original answer, I saw that there was a difference. Now what I did is come back to the original, try enter it again, the calculator, to see that maybe the error was there. If the error is not there, try to follow up and see where did I make an error. The good part of it is already now you are looking for the error and you are having kind of a sense that this is not the right answer because you are getting two different answers. By that, you will be ensuring that even in the final exam, you are somehow marking your own paper. And if you come out of the exam saying, I know I got that one right, you'll be knowing for sure that it is 100% right. So testing your answers is always the best way whereby you can always identify your mistakes. Thank you. I hope the video that you just watched was of benefit to you. And as I said, if you benefited from the video, you can press the like button or you can leave us a comment below. And if you want to be notified of these videos, you can always subscribe to our channel. Now, if you want the full curriculum of this mathematics, if you're studying for mathematics N1, N2 or N3 and you want the test book as well as the videos, we have a full curriculum of the mathematics N1, N2, N3 as well as the accompanying videos. We also have videos of the previous question papers, the latest papers that were written in video form. These question papers can assist you as you prepare for your exams. We also have PDF version of the previous question papers that were written since 2014 until now. And if you want them, you can check all the information from our website, and trust me, these will become very handy to you. We sell them at a very discounted prices and it is worth the try. Thank you.